Hello Leo Virgo, thank you so much for coming to my channel. I wish I could have put these up earlier today, but I was overwhelmed. I started too late, so I'm putting them out late. I'm being guided to try and teach the cuspers about their elements because I feel like cuspers are really disregarded, and I have mentioned I feel a big draw to educate people about cuspers. So I'm explaining the Leo Virgo element is exposure. So exposure talks about an unveiling, a revelation of identity or fact, especially one concealed. So you have a lot of times in this life, I feel, for those of you who are this cusper, where you expose a lot of people or things that are secretive, that are not in frequency with the vibration of the good of the earth. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So it talks about indicare, it said, something that points out or shows. It talks about an electrical charge, an ionization of air. It talks about the gamma rays and X-rays are a example to you what exposure could mean. So it talks about how, where, and when is part of your element here in life. So I feel like a lot of you probably may work around X-rays, a lot of you work around facts, so you may be some sort of detectives or something, or unveiling, where especially something that is concealed. So hopefully that makes sense, because it's a very powerful vibration for cuspers, and I feel like they're underlooked for the reasons you're here on Earth. It's very powerful. So the first card that comes up for you is Paradise. So I feel like you are a bridge. And this talks about in the book that you could be a bridge from heaven to earth. Some of you could connect with the spiritual realm, and that could be very prevalent. I mean, that's your first card coming out for you. That is like, wow, is all I can say. Or it could mean some of you are moving to what makes you happy. It could indicate both. You have a bridge where you can connect from heaven to earth, loved ones who have passed over, and you're going towards happiness, where that is getting stronger. That could have ascended during the 8-8 portal. So the next one that comes up for you is Spirit Symbol. Wow, this is getting very eerie almost. So Spirit Symbol 7 is a heaven number to me. So we have 3 here and 7. So I feel like something is ending. Something that is not aligning with your spirit is ending, and it's pushing you on a bridge to go somewhere else. I'll read that one here in a minute. Let's pull one more. Very powerful. And then Health 4. So I do feel like some of you may be in the health realm because you are healers, a lot of Leo Virgos. And you have the element of exposure while you are a healer down here on Earth. So you have like a double bang, whatever you would call it. You're a healer, but you also expose healings that are not conducive to the energy here on Earth. So Paradise says, this card indicates you are searching for the ultimate happiness in your life and have many unfulfilled desires. You may currently be unhappy about what's happening in the world or your own personal life, and looking for inner peace and tranquility. The answers to your questions about the meaning in life, death, and what really makes you happy will be answered, but be patient. Wow, that's hard for Leo Virgo, isn't it? So you will have a lot more faith in the future. You will find greater spirituality and have greater satisfaction within your life. The Paradise card is a sign of good fortune for you. So feel more optimistic as things will start to improve. A more joyous career or life awaits. What others call castles in the sky or daydreams may become a reality if you have faith and believe in yourself and your abilities. Secret worries about loved ones' health or loss of a loved one would see a time of reflection and pondering over past relationships. Those you have lost may visit in your dreams. Sorry guys, I've been really having a difficult time since the end of July over my sister. It was her birthday. So this card is a good omen for meeting the ultimate life partner or having more harmony around the home. The Paradise card also indicates romance travel to an exotic location. Sorry, you guys. Sorry. So let's go to 7. So spirit symbol. The symbol appears when you need to stick up for yourself or others. You will appear to have more energy than usual and will find yourself in situations that you would have walked away from before, only to now confront head on. You will not allow others to browbeat you like you have in the past. You now demand and deserve respect. You are searching for truth and justice in your life, clearing away falsehoods and unfairness. A psychic awakening could be taking place as your spirit grows and develops. Events and actions about to take place will bring you to a new understanding of yourself. Through this, you will gain much wisdom. The period ahead could see you change career from out of the blue. This card has a strong energy towards careers which serve or help others. So moving into these areas will see strong spiritual growth and enrich your life. The suffering of those less fortunate could point to lots more charitable work as well as paid job opportunities in the future. You don't need to be overly concerned about finance. The focus now is on your true destiny and what you're meant to be doing with your life from now on. You could develop stronger bonds with people on your wavelength. Someone watching over you from the heavens could send you a special new love interest which will change your life dramatically, if that's what you need to continue your next chapter of life. Relationships not working now could suddenly end as you search for deeper meaning to your life and deeper soul connections. Beautiful, beautiful. And then health is, I don't know, I can't see it. I think that's 4. So it talks about the health symbol is all about becoming healthier by giving up bad habits once and for all. A healthy body is of utmost importance, and is likely that a healing is taking place for those who have just gone through some kind of loss or grief or have experienced ill health. Your health is in your hands, and that means you can take some great steps towards your better physical, mental, and emotional wellness. This is a good time to ask specific health questions such as, are you feeling your best? The symbol appearing for you indicates it's time to nurture yourself with some fresh fruits, vegetables, or relaxing activities. Get back into nature, walk in the park, run along the ocean side, play beautiful music around the home, or read a book. However you choose to do it, chill out and heal your soul. A healthier lifestyle is obtainable, and now it's time to get to it and smell the roses. This card indicates it's time to be careful with money, avoid debt, no matter how tempting it may be. You could be heavily in demand with helping family members or friends through an illness, emotional upset, or depression. You could also be involved helping people through tough times that perhaps you or someone you know has been through. Alright, very good. And then it says you are kind and generous towards others. We'll see improvements in their health thanks to your care. Spending quality time with friends, create new friends, and your social circle may increase through healthy activities. Your willpower is at its peak, so a great time to do all those sports you have been putting off. Those looking for love should explore outdoor activities such as tennis, walking along the beachfront, or even visiting a working farm. Nature and healing is what this card is selected is all about. So you had 2 cards talking about nature and getting out there. So now I will move to the Divine Animals Wisdom cards for you, Leo, Virgo. So the first one that comes out for you is Shark Purpose. So how aligned with is that then this stuff? So I do feel like you have some intuition. You have, maybe you're having dreams, you're having messages where you're being drawn to your purpose. They did say you could be in for a career change. So some of you are going to be drawn to a new field possibly because of everything going on, and the portal is going to have you flip script is what I'm hearing, to where you may want to go in a different field. So the next one for you is Peace. Gosh, I love this card. It's funny how it comes out a lot in my readings. So Peace and the Gorilla. This talks about somebody having incredible strength, incredible energy, incredible power. But this person uses this power and this incredible strength for the energy of peace. I do feel like people try and get somebody, whoever this is, if it's you, I do feel like it could be you, Leo, Virgo. It's the #1 card for peace, where people try and get you to to come out of that peaceful energy. People don't like it that you're in that energy a lot because a lot of people don't know how to vibrate in that energy, so they get really aggravated that you can stay in that energy most of your time. And that's really confusing to a lot of people, but it has a lot to do with your purpose. You're gentle and kind, like it said, and your purpose here on earth is to expose things that are being hidden that are not good for the earth and mankind. And so you would have to have a level of kindness and ability of purpose-driven to be able to expose those kind of things. But it all is about your energy, and you see people whose energy is for the bad of the earth or people, and your element here is to expose that person, to either try and make them shift to see they can possess all the beautiful things you have if they shift their energy to be positive towards the vibration of the earth and people. But if they don't, then they incorporate negative energy to stay around them. So I feel like when it comes to exposure, the people you do not click with are the people who are not vibrating at a kind energy or a kind frequency. Your purpose, I do feel, is to draw the sharks, the people who use their power or their bullying or their anger, their power to hold other stuck. And your element is to expose that on earth. I hope this helps. I'm getting chills too. Oh my gosh. So bull sacrifice. So I feel like I'm getting chills again. We all make a blueprint of life before we come down here on earth. We agree to what we want to learn and what we're going to help mankind. I do feel like when we're standing in front of our higher power, our God, we feel invincible. We feel like it will be easy to come down here and successfully act out those blueprints and lessons we're here to teach and learn. But once we get down here, it's not as easy as we think when we're not in His presence anymore. And the older we get, the further we get away from being in His presence, the harder it is. The more we realize there's things coming at us that we have to, maybe sometimes you have to sacrifice people who are your friends but aren't in the energy of peace, who live a life that isn't healthy, and you can't be friends with them because of that. So you have to sacrifice their friendship to make your life healthy. And if you can't help them expose what they're doing to see how they can change their vibration, then you just move on. There's lots and lots of people. A lot of you Leo Virgos are here to try to expose or help shift to the light side. It's light and dark. You're here to help people either go to the light. They have a choice. You give them some sort of choice of energy in your life. Multiple times this will happen in your life. And they have a choice. Whatever they choose is free will on them, on how they choose. You're exposing some sort of energy that is being hidden that is not good. Wow, is all I could say. Okay, so we're switching to the soul's lesson. So happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So I do feel like you know what makes you happy. You communicate happiness. You're very, something with your throat chakra, I feel. The next one that comes up for you is indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. I feel like you do. You vibrate at such a peaceful vibration that intimidates a lot of people. Your happiness, knowing the choices you make, spot on. Like if you get in a dilemma, you usually can make the correct choice for you in an instant. In a split tenth of a second, you can make that decision. And that is confusing to a lot of people, and it's all your intuition. It all has to do with you're on top of that, is what I'm hearing. So the next one is forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So I do feel like you've come across a lot of situations in your life where people hold grudges against you, where people do not forgive you. They be vindictive, they get aggravated, upset, and they use their energy for negative. And I feel like, again, that is part of your element here on earth, to expose people learning how to control their energy. If they forgive, they can move on to happiness. It's better to be indecisive than to decide yourself you're not going to forgive, and you're going to hold that energy within you. I can tell you, people who don't forgive have scowls on their face, they hardly ever smile, they're very closed off, very, you know, vindictive person is very, just their energy is very standoffish, basically. So I'm switching to the Dragon Wisdom for you, and the first one is Merlin Magic. Wow. So you're a very good manifester. You know how to manifest your happiness. You kind of understand your purpose down here. You understand the energy. You, being a cusper, have knowledge from past lives you were allowed to be aware of when you came in here, and you are very aware of how to use that in this life. And I get that a lot of people look at you bewildered in your life when you say stuff. They just look at you like you're a space case, is what I'm hearing. But it's on them again, not on you. You know your true self and your worth and your purpose. And others don't get it. And it is kind of magical. So then you have wisdom. You have such great wisdom. You're so organized. You have the magic, but you only use your magic for good. You would never use your magic for bad. You would never use your energy for anything bad. And so again, I feel like your wisdom is you are here to expose people who use their energy for negative, for bad, who are here on earth not using, and I'm talking businesses. Some of you could be exposing organizations, businesses, hospitals, doctors, lots of things. That's just your element here while you're here. And you have a lot of wisdom, and you have a lot of the white here, and the white here is highly protected. So the next one is prayer. Well, look at this. So I do feel like you are a healer, and you do a lot of praying. You do so much praying, and people would be shocked at all the praying you do for people that you meet in life, for mankind, for the energy of the earth, the energy of all living things, which is the wisdom and the magic. And the prayer is your healing from past lives and understanding. You told your higher power, God, that yes, I can go down there and teach mankind how to protect the earth, how to not spoil the earth, how to not expose it to horrible conditions that are depleting our resources. So I feel like a lot of you may be in that energy. So now I'm switching to the Fantasy Cats Oracle, Hiding 5. So you have a lot of stuff in your life that you hide. And it's not that you hide to trick people or keep bad energy. You hide all your good energy. You have so much good vibrational energy in you. You know how to hide it. The universe gives you messages and signs. I know a lot of you don't know this, but you see that I correct myself when I tell you that you have to do something. As a child, I remember hearing a voice constantly telling me not to tell other people what to do. They explained it that I had some sort of power, that I needed to take that equation out of telling people what to do because everybody has free will and my power was really strong. I know that is really hard for some people to believe, and I didn't understand it as a child, but I remember hearing it, and I tell you they're sharp on it. When I say something now in a reading, they catch me on it and tell me to correct it, because in no way do I want to interfere with anyone's free will or guide them to listen to me. I just want to give you guidance to help yourself. You can learn everything about yourself that I'm trying to tell you in these cards. You have that ability, is what I'm trying to show you. So the next one is knowing, number 4. So knowing talks about you have a lot of wisdom, that you know a lot of things that you know, and you're like, I know this, but I don't know how I know it. So I do feel like you were allowed to bring a lot of past life knowledge into this life. And this is talking about the pyramid in the book, and the goddess, the black cat Bast is in there. It talks about, I can't think right now, Bast and Second, I think it is, and talks about that. So a lot of you who have cats are protectors. If you have cats, you are protected by the goddesses from the Egyptian days who loved and worshipped cats. Of course, we have a lot of other animals we worship, so a lot of people are protected who worship a lot of animals. But those who worship cats have the goddess that was protective over the cats, and you have that energy around you. And they like that when people are drawn to certain animals. And of course, cats are connected with the magic of people knowing things. So the last card that comes out for you is traveling. This came out before. So I feel like you travel a lot when you're sleeping. You have the hiding there, the knowing, and you go a lot of places. You're ready. When you go to bed at night, you put your helmet on, your antennas up, your third eye's open. You make the little prayer of protection before you go to sleep. And maybe some of you are even magical enough to be able to desire where you want to go. Like some of you can astral project and go to certain places, like the pyramids or the Mayan ruins, places like that. It takes a while to work yourself up there, but some people are have that ability. And I feel like a lot of people are getting more into that where they understand that is possible. So it's the 5D is what it is. Here on Earth is a 3D. Alright, so thank you so much, Leo Virgo. Bless you.